LeBlanc, I can see you're dying to tell us what happens pending that outcome.
I see you in monitor after the rebar's out.
Get him to CT stat.
There are thousands of pages of co-curricular reading, and you'll need to catch up. And next time you come to work, get changed first and find out where we actually want you to be. You may remember Dr. Hamid from 2 weeks ago when he drilled a hole in my head. He's one of you now. Welcome to the best emerge in the country. Triage nurses assign patients to acute, intermediate, or ambulatory. Ambulatory is the busiest. Big weights, small problems, but for them, it's the worst day of their lives. They get a headache, go online, convince themselves they've got a tumor. Acute's where the action is. Traumas, MIs, GSWs, stabbings, sepsis, strokes, overdoses. You were a trauma surgeon already, but that was in Syria. In this teaching hospital, you'll start at the bottom. Redo your residency, learn our system from scratch. Questions so far?
No, sir.
I'm sure they'll have plenty for you. Okay, see you soon. Come on, then.
Did you know we were hiring him?
It's Dr. Bishop's prerogative, but I want him shadowing you today, and don't just do everything yourself, Mags. I need to know what we're getting with this guy.
Dr. Wendy Atwater is your attending. All residents report to her. She reports to me.
It's not every day a patient from 1 week becomes a doctor the next.
You'll get scrubs in the lounge. An ID card is in your mailbox.
What happened in the trauma bay is not how the rest of your day is going to go. You're going to stick with Dr. LeBlanc. She's going to teach you the rules, scripts, decisions. It all goes through her. Understood?
Maybe don't show them where we keep the power tools. Hi.
Who are you? I mean, you clearly have experience and you did save Bishop's life. This is us moving on.
Dr. Bishop, as chief, does he always oversee his patients like that?
Whenever he feels like it, yeah.
You're also an emergency resident?
Second year, the ruptured spleen. How did you know without imaging?
Oh, from the way the patient was clenching his shoulder.
Right, you trained in war zones, I'm guessing. Not a lot of equipment or resources.
Do you always just ask whatever's on your mind?
When I'm being asked to trust somebody with my patients, yeah.
When practicing medicine in the dark, you learn to sharpen other skills.
Yeah, well, here we always rely on imaging.
Oh, sure.
That one sticks. Not everything we have here is state-of-the-art.
Thanks.
Theo Hunter,
Bashir Hamid.
welcome aboard. That looks like it has lived a life.
Was that your family I saw you with?
Yeah, saying goodbye for the week. We live in Sudbury. I'm here doing my fellowship, pediatric EM.
We have a patient waiting, and those stitches should come out.
Mags here used to be a hall monitor.
And Theo here was almost a priest.
Pastor. He runs in the family.
I was on the bus. They made me get off. People don't like you when you throw up on the bus. My purse and phone, I had them when I talked to that nurse. Did she put them somewhere?
We'll find them. How long has this been going on? Miss Harper? Irene? The vomiting and the abdominal pain? When did it start?
A few days, I think. Maybe this morning. I didn't want to miss my shift today. I just thought it was the flu. But it's worse, right?
Put your hands up for me, Mrs. Harper. Thank you.
My kid. I'm supposed to pick her up from school later. I need my phone so I can... My husband doesn't know where I am.
It's okay. We'll take care of that. Atwater wants me to let you weigh in first, so
She's confused and disoriented, hypotensive and tachycardic. She's jaundiced. I'd be concerned with liver injury.
Yeah, with those symptoms could also describe biliary tract pathology.
But not the trembling hands. The asterisk 6 can mean acute liver failure. We should do testing to confirm. Given her level of consciousness, I'd suggest an aggressive approach. Intubation sooner rather than later. She could go into multiple organ failure. Do you want to do testing first?
We need blood, CBC, LFT, all of it.
Okay.
Bashir Hamid.
I'll catch up.
Okay.
Lavondra Kelly, HR. I have been looking for you. Human Resources.
Yes.
Welcome to the team. I'm still waiting for your transcripts.
Excuse?
Your medical school transcripts? From the University of Aleppo.
I sent the PDF.
I know. Didn't somebody follow up with you on that? Legal still needs certified original copies of those transcripts. Without them, we won't be able to verify your credentials.
If I needed some time to coordinate that.
Last year, the infectious disease unit brought in a Somali candidate. A doctor who pioneered a leading approach to malaria in his country. He couldn't get his documents in order either. And now he does data entry at a university lab.
I see. So the transcripts
The originals.
are essential.
If you want to work as a doctor, they are.
So, how long have you had this pain?
2 days, but it's getting worse every hour.
Any other symptoms I should know about? Fever, vomiting?
Does dry heaving count?
Have you experienced these symptoms before, Miss Bennett?
Cassie, I have endometriosis, but this is way worse than normal.
Have you spoken to your OBGYN about these new symptoms?
Yes, I have, and they can't see me until next week. But the last time I saw her, she just told me to get pregnant. At least then I'd have 9 months of relief.
Right. Well, I've heard that comes with its own set of side effects. Look, the adhesions for endometriosis can cause severe pain. Unfortunately, it's a chronic issue, and there's really not too much we can do for a flare-up here in the emergency department, so...
I know. Look, and I know what you're thinking, okay? Woman with endo comes in, suffering from a flare-up, is afraid it's something worse, and it never is, and there's nothing you can do for her. Look, I have been through this more times than I can count, all right? I've been told to go home and take pain meds and sleep it off, and I have done all that. And
Are you here by yourself?
My boyfriend's out of town. Look, you're just gonna have to trust me on this, okay? I know my body, and this pain is different.
Irene Harper, INR's 2.1 billi elevated.
Her liver's failing. You know the procedure?
Screen for hepatitis and acetaminophen.
LOC?
Signs of hepatic encephalopathy. Her O2 sats are borderline.
If she's unconscious, you need to intubate. She could go into multiple organ failure.
We need to pre-oxygenate. Then give her 100 ketamine and 100 sucks.
She's apneic.
Laryngoscope. Endotracheal tube. I can't visualize her cords.
Airway edema?
No, cords are anterior. Let's back off and bag her for a second. I should call respiratory therapy.
Do you have light ones in here?
Bottom shelf, I think. Yeah, why?
With the lighted stylet, you'll be able to guide it through the tube.
No, I don't have a view.
You will now.
When you said working in the dark, you meant literally.
Occasionally. Do you need suction?
No. Could you just...
Come.
Did you ever think all that would lead you here?
What led you here?
Everything okay?
Yep, tough airway, just got it.
We don't intubate with light wands anymore.
I propose it.
Next time, call RT. Now let's figure out what's causing her liver to fail.
The bruising speaks to rapid deterioration. She wanted her family. Do you know if they've been contacted?
No. Update her chart, then see if the social worker did that. I'm gonna run down the rest of her labs.
A 55-year-old man with adenocarcinoma of the pancreas.
He had radiation to reduce the tumor load.
He wants a Whipple. We'll have to see. What's your story, Dr. Curtis? Quickly.
Emergency walk-in, I'd like to do a lab to isolate the cause of her pain.
Endometriosis. We both know we don't do elective procedures for chronic problems.
Yes, but
Likely having a flare-up.
I did a transvaginal ultrasound, and
Nothing's conclusive on it.
there have been cases where imaging has missed ovarian torsion, even a ruptured cyst. Her abdomen's distended, she's in extreme pain, and